Now we're going to go a little bit further in Nebraska, down a little ways, to an Executive Director, Juanita Lammers. Juanita, tell us about what you're going to do for your goals.
Well, thanks, Phyllis. And Sandy's eating an elephant. I think that's wonderful. What I've figured out is what you need first to decide what you want and be aware of the ant. I plan to earn the Bermuda cruise, excuse me, so I asked how many clients or new recruits are needed to reach this target. Same thing Sandy's saying. So if you're just starting now to figure the number of clients needed to reach your target, is the number big? Is there an ant? You must watch out for the ants. Those are automatic negative thoughts. Goes back to what you were saying, Phyllis. When you ask them, when you have these negative thoughts, ask the question, is it true? Really think, is it really true? Such as, oh, Juanita can earn the cruise. She's so good with people. She'll get the recruits and the sales. And I just can't do that. That's too many sales and too many recruits. Ask yourself, is that really true? No, it isn't. You might just have to step out of your box. It's easy as 3, 2, 1. Just call 3 people each day. You have time for that. Have 2 parties each week and 1 recruit each month, and help them to do the same. Smash the ant. The way I find these people to call, I am doing events in my area to find new clients and recruits. I live in Nebraska, but I work events also in South Dakota, Iowa, and Kansas. You decide your area. Find the events. There's health fairs, women's expos, fall happenings, Christmas craft fairs, fundraiser events. They're everywhere. Also, everywhere you leave your brochures and your business cards, ask if they're having an open house and find out how you can participate and promote their business and yours. Then you need the correct attitude, a positive and upbeat with gratitude attitude. When you get up in the morning, make the decision that you're going to be the upbeat person. I also have made the decision to only work with positive and happy people. You get what you expect. But watch out for the ants, those automatic negative thoughts. Get rid of them. Remember that you represent a great company, Beauty by Jeunique, and the person that brought you aboard believes in you and your abilities. You can do anything you set your mind to. See you in Bermuda. Thanks, Phyllis.
Thank you, Juanita. And, I'm just listening to Juanita and Sandy. And, for you who have met those 2 lovely ladies, have you ever noticed when you meet them, whatever they are, they're always happy. Always happy. And you like to see them because they've always got a smile on their face and they're always happy. And the going gets tough, they don't care. They just keep going. And I think that's half of it right there. Boy, they practice what they preach. And now we're going to go all the way down to Texas to International Executive Director Jackie Tracy in planning and teaching. I'll tell you, she's a teacher, and she's going to teach you a lot about planning. So, Jackie, tell us how you're going to get what you want.
Thank you, Phyllis. How do you get what you want? Whether it's a cruise you want, or a debt that you want to get rid of, or an elevation to director that you seek, there's always something that we as humans want. Identifying what you want is just the beginning. Making a plan to ensure that you get what you want is just as important. For example, many consultants have the desire to become directors, but they struggle to do so because either they aren't aware of the actions to take or they can't sustain the actions needed to make that happen. That's why it's important to set goals, as it quickly identifies the specific steps required to attain whatever it is you want. Here's how you can put goal setting to work for you right now. State your goals in specific terms. For example, I will become a director because I want a second income. Make your goals attainable. The best way to do this is to break your goals down into actionable steps. For example, Along with my personal business, to become a director, I will need to speak to 4 people each week to ensure a minimum of 2 personal inventory consultants are sponsored. Measure your goals. Set a time frame that can put the pressure on you to meet your deadline. I will do this between October 1st and October 31st. There is a common acronym, SMART, S-M-A-R-T, often used to get what you want. The SMART acronym itself has different variations. Let's look at some of the words that SMART can stand for. Under the S's, SMART could be specific. Your SMART goal statement should be a clear and specific statement of what you want. I want to be a director. When your target is vague or ambiguous, like, I want to earn as much money as I possibly can, your focus is not specific. S could also stand for significant. Significant goals are positive. If a goal is not significant, why are you even thinking about it? Is it really your goal to become a director? The M's, there are several things that M could stand for. The first could be measurable. What gets measured gets done. Making your goal measurable helps you see your progress. Recognize if you're moving in the right direction and see how far you still need to go. For example, in order to have 2 recruits per month, I need to speak to 4 people about the business each week. I have already spoken to 3. I still need to speak to 1 more by Friday. M could also stand for motivational. Goals need to be motivational. They need to inspire you to take action and make progress. One of the best ways to make goals motivational is to ask yourself why you want to achieve it. Why do I want to become a director? Methodical. Methodical means you need to think about a strategy for how you're going to accomplish your goal. For example, I have a home show scheduled tonight, and I will speak to the hostess and at least 1 more client about the business. And finally, under the M's, it needs to be meaningful. What you want should be meaningful to you. This just ensures that they are really your goals, not your sponsor's goals, not the company's goals. Under the A's, the first that A could stand for would be action-oriented. Your goal should focus on actions you can take that are in your direct control. It's okay to have goals you can't directly control, as long as you're clear about the actions you need to take to do your part. That's why once you become a director, we have maintenance levels for receiving monthly management bonuses. Your team must do their part, but you must also do your part. Or A could stand for achievable. What you want should be achievable. It doesn't mean easy, just that you can have a reasonable expectation of achieving it. I can sponsor at least 2 consultants by the end of October, not I will sponsor 75 new consultants by Thursday. And under the R's, needs to be realistic. Realistic is like achievable, in that it means that things you want are things that you have the time and the expertise to do. That's why we have training. It also, R could stand for relevant. Relevant goals are meaningful and significant. They can make a difference in your life. If a goal is not relevant to you, then you need to ask yourself why you're even interested in it. What does becoming a director mean to me? And finally, the T's. T's could stand for time-bound. Establishing a clear deadline to get what you want adds an element of urgency and motivation. I must sponsor 2 no later than October 31st. And trackable. Tracking your goals helps you determine if you're going in the right direction and make any necessary adjustments along the way. For example, I was so sure I had a new consultant, but she changed her mind. Now I have to talk to 2 or 3 more tomorrow at the health club or at the show I'm going to do. To recap, here's how you can put goal setting to work for you right now. State what you want in specific terms. Understand what your goals are and know why you're selecting these goals. Make your goals attainable. The best way to do this is to break your goals down into small, bite-sized, actionable steps. Measure your goals. Set a time frame that can put pressure on yourself to do what you have to do when you have to do it. Getting what you want through goal setting works. Now it's up to you to use it to create your own success story. Thank you, Phyllis.
Thank you, Jackie. I told all of you, these girls, they all are positive thinking. They're all teachers. They all believe totally in what they're saying, and they do what they say. But the most important thing, you're all sitting here listening to all of these wonderful things, and you said, well, I've heard that before, or I've heard that before, or I read that. Yeah, I know all of that. But, you know, unless we go ahead and make it our own, I mean, you can sit and read for the rest of your life, and nothing's going to happen. And you can read and read and read, and you can listen, and you can listen to us, and nothing's going to happen unless you make it happen. And I want to talk to you a little bit about time. None of us have a lot of time in this world. We always say, oh, my goodness, the time went by so fast. And I was thinking this morning, goodness gracious, it's the 13th of September already. We just had Labor Day. What happened? And I mean, in 2 more weeks, September is gone. So we have to realize the value of every minute we have. So the idea, what I'm saying to you, is just do it. Make up your mind what you want and get out and just do it, because there is no more time. And I found a little, it's a statement that it's like a little story that I read. I've been holding on to it for the longest time, because every time I look at it and I think, oh, how true this is. And I'm going to finish up tonight with this one little item on time. To realize the value of 1 year, ask the student who has failed a class. You know, you think about it, that meant a lot. In other words, they got to wait another whole year before they can try again. How about going to realize the value of 1 month? Ask a mother who gave birth to a premature baby. Be thinking 1 more month would have made all the difference. To realize the value of 1 week, ask the editor of a weekly newspaper. It's kind of what you call a fast turnaround, but they know they have to do it. To realize the value of 1 hour, ask the lovers who are waiting to meet. And that's so true. It takes forever for that to get there. To realize the value of 1 minute, ask a person who missed the train. Gosh, 1 minute more. Oh, to realize the value of 1 second, ask a person who just avoided an accident. To realize the value of 1 millisecond, ask the person who won a silver medal instead of the gold in the Olympics. Treasure every moment that you have. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. So don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. It is attitude, and once you make up your mind, just do it. Just do it. The 3 most important words. And the other 3 most important words, see the people. So just do it and see the people. I guess that boils it all down. So have a wonderful week, ladies. I hope it's a productive one for you. Think positive and take the value of what these girls have shared with you and realize they practice what they preach. And in doing so, it's up to you. What do you want? Do you want a positive attitude or negative? Because as I said before, this pursuit of happiness is the chase of a lifetime, so you better get busy. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.